it's funny that you said that because a listener we were definitely having a text debate, a debate via text because he said that R&B was dead, and I'm like, no, it's not. R&B's not dead. And I think you have to kind of adapt to the era that we're in. But I was talking to Loke earlier, and I was just saying, there are a lot of R&B artists that honestly, if they had not been out, hip hop would not be what it was at that time. Like you have Aaliyah, she's an R&B artist, but she is essential to hip hop, 100%. Mary J, essential to hip hop, 100%.
So who are the R&B artists now that you like and that are holding it down for hip hop right now?
See, right now, I definitely think so. Back in the day, I think that hip hop and R&B definitely coexisted on a completely different level. Where when you would listen to certain songs, you wanted there to be an R&B hook, right? So even with even take California Love, you had Zach, what's his name, Troutman.
Roger Troutman.
Yeah, Roger Troutman. On the hook, for example, even Take You Home with the Junior Mafia song, One More Chance, Biggie. You know
what I be listening to, that There's No Me with. I think no. That's the wrong.
Murder Inc. and Nas.
I sang that one too, but I'm singing the wrong song. It's Biggie, but it's Toto on it too, though.
Okay.
It's like Biggie and Toto. It's like all the bad boy click on this one.
Can't you see?
Huh?
Can't you see?
Can't you see? That, yeah.
I feel like they basically were very much codependent on each other in a lot of instances, more so when hip hop was concerned, because you always had, like, even with your record labels, you had your in-house R&B singers that if you asked me to name a solo song that they had, I probably couldn't do it, but I could definitely name a song that they had, like Jewel, Death Row. Even with Miss Chalet, Death Row, she had like one song that I know of where that was her solo song, Something in My Heart. You have Blue Raspberry. I asked you before if you knew who Blue Raspberry was. You don't know who Blue Raspberry was. She was the in-house R&B singer for Wu-Tang Clan. So you even had your in-house R&B singers when you had, and even like in your R&B groups, you had your one rapper like Black or TLC. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. You don't have that. Like, I literally feel like now there's been such a shift where like you can have a whole R&B album and literally not have one. You may have one or two hip hop artists featured on that album, and it'd be like, okay. Just like you can have a whole rap or hip hop album, and you don't have no R&B artist on that album, and it's just like, okay.
I think what it is now, though, a lot of the rappers are singers now.
True.
They are.
Kevin Gates or Rod Wave, Mo.
Do y'all fuck with Buddy?
I fuck with anybody that's with Dreamville.
Yeah,
I think he was with Dreamville.
He was never signed to him. Look, this what was tight about that, right? It's a documentary on it. They went and got a B&B or whatever to make their album.
Gotcha.
And they invited hella people, right?
I saw that. I saw that, Doc.
Yeah, he just pulled up. They said he's on so many songs, not because he was signed, because he was just in the mix with everything. Like, yep, I'm on this one. What we doing? I'm on this one. I'm on this one. You know what I'm saying? And but I like his shit though. And he raps and he sings, but I think it's like a nice it's a nice mix of shit. But it's I don't know. I don't think R&B is dead. it might be changing, but it definitely ain't dead because it's a long list. You know what I'm saying? You got your Ari Lennox, you got your Jazzy Sullivan, you got your motherfucking what's baby name? Girls Need Love, Summer Walker.
Summer Walker,
You
you
know,
got SZA.
huh?
I'm listening, and when you got SZA, and when I'm listening to a lot of R&B artists, though, honestly, I really don't care to hear certain songs. Most songs, I'm gonna be honest with you, I just don't care to hear. And I'm a hip hop head, you know that. I do
Right.
not care to hear a rapper on a track anymore. I don't know why. I don't know why. I do not like Ari Lennox, and I love J. Cole. J. Cole is is definitely in my top 5, one of my favorite artists.
Right.
Like the song Shea Butter Baby, when he's rapping on Shea Butter Baby, I'm just kind of like, okay, Cole, I love you, but like this.
You didn't like that?
No, I don't care to hear a rapper on an R&B track anymore. I don't know why I don't. Same thing with Drake on Girls Need Love. I listen to the original Girls Need Love, and I cannot listen to the one with Drake. I'm sorry.
Maybe it's because I'm a dude and I can kind of relate to what both of them is saying on both of them songs. You know what I'm saying? So, but I like both of their parts on there, but I liked it as like I like that Drake is on the remix, but it is an original where it's just her doing her thing, and then Drake's like the remix. But I thought J. Cole I thought J. Cole did his thing though, but I like some Ari Lennox though.
Yeah, he did do his thing. I just didn't care to hear on that particular song. I don't know what it is. Now I just do not care. I still will like. Sometimes I still like to hear an R&B artist on a hip hop song or a rap song, but a lot of times I don't. I just don't care to hear them intertwined anymore. I feel like it worked and it was a vibe for a long time, and maybe it's because a lot of the rappers started singing, or I don't know what it is. I just don't care to hear it anymore. I do not care to hear the collabs like that anymore. I'm sorry. I don't know what it is, but I just do not care to hear it.
You don't think that they vibe in the same way?
I just think it sounds forced. I think it sounds super fucking forced. Like somebody just brought up like Lil Zane and 112. Anywhere that fucking worked. It worked. It was a fucking masterpiece. It was a classic. Yeah. I do not care to hear now. If Lil Zane and 112 remade a song, I would be like, no.
Yeah, that shit was a banger. Or like I know we was just talking. I know you don't want me to bring him up, but motherfucking Biggie and R. Kelly. I ain't talking about none of R. Kelly shit. I'm talking about the music. The Biggie and R. Kelly song, "Fucking You Tonight." That shit was a classic, and the hook was like real R&B.
And it flowed. There was chemistry. That's what I'm saying. There was musical chemistry. I think now with technology and everything else too, I think, you know, when everybody's just passing tracks back and forth via email or whatever the fuck, like it's just not the same. Like Biggie and R. Kelly, them niggas was in the studio fucking together, making that.
I think though that's the thing with not just R&B and rap. I think just people in general, because I made music with both Prescott and Matty Gang, and they'll tell you like, I don't like sending verses. I don't like pre-writing verses. Whatever we gonna do, if we doing it together, let's get in the same room so I could feel your energy, so I could see what kind of mood you in. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And like, you know, good or bad, but to me that just makes a better, way more authentic project than trying to force something, or you trying to outdo him or be like him or whatever, versus like we just up in this motherfucker and we just motherfucking got to rapping and that's how the shit happened type shit. You know what I'm saying? So I like when motherfuckers is actually in the studio together. I don't like when people is sending verses and I mean, you know, do what you got to do, but I just think it's a better product though when motherfuckers really is up in there together, like on some hustle and flow shit. You know what I'm saying?
I just don't think it's any chemistry anymore. I literally but the crazy thing is, even when you have a rapper who, I don't even want to say singing, I'm going to say harmonizes on the track, and somebody that's actually spitting, I don't know whether they're in the studio together or whether they just have that chemistry. It actually sounds good. Like, prime example, Gunna and Baby. And I don't know if it's because they collabs together